Tiramisu, Authentic Recipe. By Emily. Updated July 26, 2024. Published October 26, 2024.94 from 62 votes. Jump to recipe. Save recipe. This post may contain affiliate links. Please read our disclosure policy. The easiest and most delicious tiramisu recipe. This authentic Italian dessert is rich and creamy but as light as air, made with coffee-dunked savoiardi ladyfingers, a smooth and creamy mascarpone filling and dusted with cacao powder to finish it off. Perfect for any occasion. Save this recipe. Get this sent to your inbox, plus get new recipes from us every week. Email. Checkboxes. I agree to be sent email. Save. When it comes to Italian desserts, you just can't beat a good tiramisu. It's hands down one of my favorite desserts ever and I never get bored of it. Espresso-soaked savoiardi fingers, light, smooth and creamy mascarpone, and all topped with a light dusting of cacao powder. It's rich and indulgent but so light and airy that there's always room for a slice or two. What makes tiramisu authentic? So how do you make an authentic tiramisu? The ingredients and method are key. Controversially, a traditional recipe is made with raw eggs, not tempered eggs, and certainly not with whipped cream. Traditionally, there's also no alcohol involved, although that's one modern addition that I absolutely love and always add when I make it. There are many recipes that involve raw eggs, from chocolate mousse to homemade mayonnaise, so it's not an unusual ingredient. You just have to make sure you use good quality free-range eggs and make sure they are as fresh as possible. I have made and eaten tiramisu countless times and never had any issues, but if you have concerns or need to avoid raw eggs, don't worry, we have an eggless tiramisu recipe too. 7 Cozy Italian Family Dinners. Bring Italian comfort to your table with 7 delicious dinners plus desserts sent straight to your inbox. Email. Go. Ingredients. What you need. To make this dessert, you'll need savoiardi ladyfingers, eggs yolks and whites separated, mascarpone cheese, white sugar, strong coffee, cocoa powder, dark chocolate and coffee liqueur optional. See the photo below that shows all the ingredients you need. Pin this now to find it later. Pin it. Step-by-step photos and recipe instructions. First, you need to divide the egg yolks and egg whites in 2 separate bowls and add 3 tablespoons of sugar to each. Whisk the egg whites until they are stiff and glossy, photos 1 and 2. Then continue with the egg yolks and whisk those with an electric whisk until pale and thick, photos 3 and 4. Next, add the mascarpone and whisk again until smooth and creamy, photos 5 and 6. Next, add 1/3 of the whisked egg whites to the mascarpone mixture and gently fold it in as you would with a cake batter. Continue with the remaining whites 1/3 at a time until it's completely incorporated, photos 7 and 8. Mix the espresso and coffee liqueur in a shallow bowl and dip in the savoiardi ladyfingers for 1 to 2 seconds on each side and line them on the bottom of the dish in an even layer, photos 9 and 10. Next, add half of the mascarpone mixture over the ladyfingers and spread out in an even layer, top with some grated dark chocolate, photos 11 and 12. Repeat with a second layer of soaked ladyfingers and mascarpone as directed above. Finally, dust with cocoa powder and chill in the fridge for roughly 6 to 8 hours, photos 13 to 16. Top tips and recipe FAQs. Whisking the eggs. Make sure you don't get any egg yolk in the egg whites before beating them. If you do, they will collapse and won't become stiff peaks and glossy like you need them. Liqueur. Other than coffee liqueur, you could use amaretto, dark rum, Marsala, brandy, or frangelico. Savoiardi. It's really important to use Italian savoiardi cookies. Pavoncini are another good option, or ladyfingers, but make sure they are crisp in texture and not soft. Topping. The cocoa powder will darken as it soaks into the mascarpone mixture in the fridge. You can add an extra sprinkling just before serving if you prefer. Let it rest. Leave the tiramisu in the fridge for at least 6 hours, overnight is even better. This gives the savoiardi or ladyfingers a chance to soften and soak up the flavors and gives the whole dessert a chance to develop and become extra delicious. Size of dish used. I used an 8x10-inch dish to make this tiramisu. You may need more or less ladyfingers according to your dish size. What does tiramisu mean? Tiramisu literally translates as, pick me up, as in cheer up. It's such a perfect name for a dessert that is just that. Can I make this alcohol-free? Absolutely. Traditionally tiramisu is made without alcohol, so if you leave it out it'll still be absolutely delicious. How long does it last? It'll keep well covered and stored in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. Can I freeze it? Although you can freeze it, I don't recommend freezing tiramisu simply because dairy doesn't tend to freeze well and will likely lose its creamy and rich texture.